Hello, Taurus, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your November Tarotscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. And so the month is starting out with a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. And by the way, happy birthday to the November Sagittarians. We're coming off of Halloween, Samhain, which is Pagan New Year, Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, and yes, we're in Mercury retrograde. Pay attention to what happened on the weekend of October 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. If you were having a great time, then that's great, because that's what the Mercury retrograde is focusing on. And if it wasn't such a great weekend, we're going to be revisiting that energy of what happened that weekend. So pay attention to that. My focus for this reading today is for the full moon in Taurus on November 12th at 8:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that will be at 19 degrees. I have 6 decks of cards that I'm going to be doing an extended reading for all of you. And so sit tight, and we'll get started. I have your crystals for the month, your animal totem for the month, and several other cards. So this full moon in Taurus, it's in the 5th house. It is about the pleasure of the senses. This is about really good food, really good friends. This is about brand new Egyptian cotton sheets that you could slip into at night, fuzzy slippers and sweaters, things that make you feel good and make you feel cozy. This is great music, beautiful art, anything that enlivens your senses. That's what we all want to focus on. And then we'll have the new moon for you in Sagittarius on November 26th at 4 degrees. This is a degree that's repeating from last month's new moon in Scorpio at 4 degrees. So this would be about our creativity growing. This is about us finding who we are, finding where we belong, and where we're venturing off into for 2020. So this is a really important new moon at the end of the month. So for the Sagittarians, this full moon is in the 12th house. The 12th house is ruled by Pisces. So to me, that means, Sagittarius, this is time for you to dream. This is a time for you to clear out the skeletons in your closet and discard them and try and start brand new. This is for some of you, your birthday month. But it's time for you to dream big. So let's get started with the cards. I did pre-shuffle them for time-saving sake. And your crystal of the month is carnelian. And this is great. This is an action-based stone. Carnelian I really love because not only does it put fire under our butt, it's great for Sagittarians because you are a fire sign. It is said that if you carry carnelian or you wear it, it helps you to lose weight because it keeps you going. You'll be moving more. So for any Sagittarians or sun signs, risings, and moons, or anybody else watching this video, carry some carnelian. It will help you to get things done. Your animal totem for the month. Oh, and I love this, and it goes great with the fire. It is, I really need to put my glasses on. It is fox spirit, and it says, think on your feet. And see, that just looks so fiery. I love that. And the fox saying, think on your feet. This is about being innovative. So you will be embracing that new moon in Sagittarius at 4 degrees. But fox also sits in the background and waits and is patient. And I know Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and sometimes moons have a hard time being patient. This is also saying when you are sitting in the background, you're observing and you're listening to everything and watching everything that's going on around you so that you can take in the truth of what is happening around you. So embrace this totem this month. All right, so your healing card, this is saying discontent and boredom. So you could currently be in this state of mind, emotionally discontented, bored with how things are going in your life, but don't worry, because as soon as the sun moves into Sagittarius, I really feel things will be changing, especially after Mercury goes direct on November 20th, but it will be in its shadow until December 2nd. So I'm predicting that after December 2nd, things will start to speed up. And I think that that's why that carnelian could be really great for the Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons, because it will get you stimulated and get you going. All right. Let's see. The Arrow Master is saying, hitting the mark. I really need better lighting in here. Hitting the mark, or maybe new glasses. Talents and detachment. Somehow I think that that is not correct. I am sorry about that. Hitting the mark. I can't see what that one word is. And detachment. So this is talking about, and it's in reverse position, but we want to talk about it in its upright position. This Arrow Master is saying, be very discerning about what you are aiming for. Stop trying to go back to the old ways. Those things are over with. Now, Mercury retrograde is very famous for us wanting things from the past. It's very famous for people from the past showing back up, and then us thinking, oh, well, maybe because they're showing up from the past, then I should be going in that direction. No, this is saying you need to detach from those past things, past people, past relationships, past failed projects, and really be discerning about where you're aiming your bow and arrow. So that is what Mercury retrograde has you going through and thinking about this month. All right, so the card that shows up next, it's serendipity. And I think that there should be and could be a lot of coincidences coming your way following the Mercury retrograde. Of course, with the veil being so thin, you could have a lot of serendipities, a lot of coincidences. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that things show up when they are supposed to. So really pay attention to the signs that show up for you. Pay attention to the people that show up for you. Now, if new relationship potentials show up for you during the Mercury retrograde, just get to know the person. I'm not talking about going out on a date. Don't hook up, because once the Mercury retrograde is over, that relationship too will be over. So I love the serendipity card because this says that magic is afoot and it is heading your way. Now I have cards from the Good Tarot, and I'm going to pull a few cards from this to give you your extended reading and see what the rest of November will bring to you. The Queen of Earth is showing up, but she's in reverse. And so this is immediately telling me, Sagittarian sun signs, rising signs, and moons, that you need to become more grounded, that you are, you're too much up in the air, especially with this full moon coming up, being in the 12th house, that would have you very ungrounded. This is telling me that you need to get out into nature. forest bathing, earthing, all good for helping you ground. Of course, crystals, grounding crystals you could use, but it doesn't replace getting out into nature. This is about becoming so grounded that you can be in the present moment, not thinking too much about the past and not thinking too forward ahead in the future. Right. The next card that's coming up, it's the Sun, but this is also in reverse position. And this is telling me that a lot of Sagittarians, this is going to go with that discontent and boredom, almost feeling sorry for yourselves a little bit and unsure of what the future is going to bring. And I'm saying that it's just Mercury retrograde probably making you feel this way, or events from the recent past. Do not fret. This is time for us to rest, rejuvenate, and recalibrate. What is up with all of these reverse cards for the Sagittarians? So the Eight of Water is coming up. It's also in reverse. So this is telling me that there's a lot of Sagittarian suns, risings, and moons out there that are feeling as though their luck has run out, that there are no options, that things have dried up. And I still am feeling a lot of gloom and doom. I do want to point out that maybe this will not resonate with all of you. So take this reading, take what resonates, keep that, and discard the rest. But this is just telling me that this is an illusion. I feel that because we're in Scorpio energy, we have the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, that a lot of you Sages are probably feeling the gloom and doom of Scorpio. All right, and then I'm going to end it on this note. Do not fear, the Queen of Fire is near, and this would be Sagittarius, especially for the females. So if you're a male, this would be a prominent Sagittarius female in your life, Aries, or possibly a Leo coming into your life. For the Sagittarius females, this would mean new life is coming your way. This is another blending of that carnelian stone and that fox. But don't worry, you will be standing in your power soon enough, probably by your birthday. If not, definitely after December 2nd. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe. You can comment, like this video. Be sure to check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my blog at expressionsoftheuniverse.com. I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you. So until December, see you, Sages.